Hi, I'm looking forward to aka Taylor, and I know I promised on Monday that I'd be doing like Harry Potter quizzes, but I've decided not to do that. And the reason why is because I found out the other day, I think it was yesterday or Wednesday, I found out that Nintendo is coming out with a thing for the Switch. It's for kids mostly, and it's called Nintendo Labo. And when I heard about it, I didn't know what it was, and I saw the update on YouTube, got a notification for it on YouTube, and I watched the video, and it got me thinking. This would be a great idea for a stream, but it also got me thinking that like Nintendo is trying to be geared more towards kids, which I don't really have that big of an issue with. It's just I don't agree with the whole Labo, and I voiced my opinion on the video. You can find it in the video. I'll probably post a link up to it later on, but I had mentioned that like I think it's a great idea, but there are people like myself who are very accident prone. Well, not necessarily accident prone, but like they're more they break stuff really easily, and that's me. I'll own up to that. I used to break stuff all the time when I was a kid, and I still break stuff. I still break stuff, and it's not great. That it's I I wish I hadn't broken some of that stuff, but stuff happens, and I feel like with me, I'm so disorganized as well, and so are I have two nieces, and they're both kind of disorganized as well. So I feel like if I got them like a Switch, or if I got myself a Switch, they would accidentally leave that this Labo on the floor, leave it on the floor, or I'd accidentally leave it on the floor, and someone would step on it and it would break. Basically, what Labo is, it's this cardboard. It's like cardboard, and like they have like these cardboard cutouts, so you can create like a piano, and I'll tell you what you can create with it, and and it looks pretty cool. But the issue I have with it is, like I said, most likely if I had it, it would get destroyed. It would get destroyed within like weeks of having it because just of how I am. And like what you can do with it is if like you make a piano, you can put the switch up on the actual like tablet like screen, whatever you want to call it. You can put it up on put it inside the piano, and then on the side you have a little slot where you can put your Joy-Con, one of the Joy-Cons in, and then you can play the piano, which I think that's cool. But at the same time, like I said, I've been known to break stuff, and I break it real easily, or I destroy it. And also, like, it does sound cool, but what parent is going to buy that for their kid? That's that's my logic to it as well. My mom, if the Switch would have came out like years ago when I was growing up, and this Labo came out, and I begged my mom to have it, my mom would not let me have it. My parents would not buy it for me because of just essentially what it is. It's cardboard. They would be like, oh, if you want a cardboard, your dad. My mom would be like, if you want cardboard, if you want a piece of cardboard, uh, your dad, if you want to create something out of cardboard, create this out of cardboard. Your dad has some cardboard boxes in the garage. He'll go out and get them, and you guys can work on making that, or I'll help you make it, or your sister can help you. That's what my mom would say. I'm not gonna spend like $50 on some cardboard when I can just make it myself. When I can help you make it. When I've got some cardboard boxes lying around somewhere. So that's kind of the way I see it. Is parents aren't probably gonna buy this for their kids because they could just easily make it themselves, get some cardboard and make it themselves. So that's my thought process on it. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo. They're my favorite. I prefer them over Sony and Microsoft and like Sega and Atari. I prefer them over any gaming company. because just their games have always been amazing, and I grew up playing on their systems and on their consoles and on their handhelds. I grew up playing with them, and so I'm so desensitized to them. But this is kind of like an idea that shouldn't really happen, considering how kids like to destroy things, and knowing like my nieces, they like to fight a lot, and knowing them, they would fight over it, and they would and one would get mad and destroy what they were doing, or if like one saw one of them, because you can color on it as well, you can color design it. Knowing one of my nieces, if one of them is coloring with a marker or whatnot, the other one would be like, I want to color," and then the one that's coloring would be like, "No, no, you can't color. I'm coloring," and then they'd both throw a fit, and then they'd mess up the coloring for the other one that's coloring. So that's why I'm kind of like, no, let's not, let's, I don't want it, because just because of what it is. It just doesn't, it looks kind of, it doesn't look outstanding. It's like the Google like VR system that was supposed to come out. It was like supposed to be like just cardboard. I'm like, I can make a cardboard VR system. I could do it. Just get some cardboard boxes. And like, I destroy stuff so easily, especially cardboard. I'm terrible with cardboard. I had this cardboard. My dad bought this cardboard dollhouse for me one time, and he kept it in the garage because he was like setting it up, like he was building it or whatnot. And I didn't have it for very long because it got destroyed. Things in my house tend to get destroyed, especially technology. Technology, I'm the worst with technology. But that's just how it is. So I don't agree with the Labo. I'm not gonna buy it because of how bad I am with stuff and keeping up with stuff. Yeah. So post in the comments below like what, like if you're going to actually purchase this, or if or not, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because on Monday I'm doing something special, and it's one thing that I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. Well, not necessarily this particular topic that I'm wanting to talk about, but just the thing overall, the overall thing I want to talk about, and it affects so many people, and hopefully I can get the word spread out about it. So it's going to be a surprise. So look out for that on Monday. And I don't know what I'm probably going to be doing the quizzes next week. I haven't decided yet, and I'm still trying to get the Bead Boozle beads. When that happens, it will be awesome. And also, one last thing, Monday, I would be starting a 5 part series stream where I will be talking about my favorite, like, I'm taking 5 of my favorite artists, and I say my favorite artists because, well, they're not like my favorite artists per se, but they're kind of like my favorite artists because I love Michael Jackson. He's my favorite, but I don't own all of his albums. My dad does, but I don't. So I'm taking the 5 artists that I own everything of theirs, like own all their albums. I'm taking all 5 of those artists, and I'm going to be doing a 5 part series where I'm talking about my favorite albums that they've done and my favorite songs off those albums. So look out for that, because that's going to be really fun and interesting. You'll be surprised at who's on that list and who's not on the list, like who's on that list of my favorite albums from that artist, and you guys can disagree or agree when that happens in the comments below. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye.